Well, Magfast Extreme is, quite simply, a new class of power bank, utterly uncompromising in every way. Extreme's extended form factor and high-intensity power source allow two extraordinary features that have never before been offered together and in a singular, beautiful product. First, arranged perfectly, symmetrically along its top surface, Magfast Extreme has not one, not two, but incredibly 3 fast Qi wireless charging ports. Second, in addition to offering all that wireless power and a total of 5 USB outlets, the battery inside is so powerful it can jump-start your car. And up to 24 of your neighbors on a single charge. Magfast Extreme. Extreme wireless charging, extreme wired charging, extreme car starting. Magfast's patent-pending LED-licious system represents a radical rethink of how all our products clearly communicate with you. We've taken the time to design a simple system of LEDs that tell you everything you need to know in an easy way that you may notice you already intuitively understand. First, gently, firmly touch the power symbol to turn your charger on and see exactly how much charge you've got. Each LED has a number, so 8 white lights means an 80% charge. Easy. And each charging outlet is also numbered, and as you use it, the matching LED breathes in a gorgeous glowing green. Look, slower charging, fast charging, perfect power delivery for your device. And as charging completes, it safely slows until it stops. When the time comes, no matter which of the many ways you choose to charge your Magfast charger, your LEDs dance continuously so you always know you're getting the charger you want. The Magfast LED-licious display. Simple, beautiful, intuitive. Magfast Air reimagines what's possible in Qi wireless charging. Beautiful glossy contours enclose a powerful dual-coil Qi certified premium wireless charging system for all your Android, Apple and other devices. Place one horizontally or vertically and instantly our induction system communicates with it to maximize power delivery and ensure a safe, fast charge. Designed for lifetime durability and fun, this stand doesn't fold down or flip out, it snaps firmly, magnetically and fast. Magfast, both onto the back for simple storage and underneath to stand on your desk or countertop. Air's precision geometry is calibrated to position your devices at a perfect 69-degree viewing angle to maximize your productivity. By now, you already have many micro USB cables like this, but the future is USB-C like this, so Air accepts either when you want to power it by itself. And Air, of course, is Magfast Air, so like every other Magfast family product, it works magically with all your other Magfast chargers too. Snap on any of your Magfast power banks for a super stylish, truly wireless portable wireless charging stand. Or keep your phone away from big spills and little fingers by snapping Air right on top of your Magfast wall for one of the world's first outlet-mounted Qi wireless chargers. So Air is awesome on its own, perfect with all our power banks, and wonderful on Magfast wall. And of course, we plant yet another tree for every Magfast charger ordered. Magfast Air reimagines what's possible in Qi wireless charging. Are we good? Oh.
Am I on? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, we have a new setup, so we're working out the kinks. Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here today. I'm Kate Kinard from Customer Care and co-host of our regular update show called The Upgrade. I'm very excited to be here now for this special Encore presentation of Charging Ahead. So a couple of things before we get started. First of all, it was a seriously fun event and people loved it. It looks like well over the 20,000 people that we expected joined us live last Thursday or have watched on demand so far. It was truly amazing. Most of the people actually watched it here at magfast.com and many thousands more on YouTube. And it looks like we hit the mother load on our first ever stream to LinkedIn. We're still compiling all the data, but it looks like 29 people joined us there. So that's exciting. It was also absolutely wild at my day job in customer care. Over 1,000 emails just on Thursday. Here's an example of a typical email we received. after the event. Thank you, Seymour, for keeping your promises. The announcement was fantastic, full of energy, very exciting stuff. Thank you so much for watching, Gary. The response has really been off the charts. Now, we turned on chat for a little while during the event, so I think we'll do that again for just a bit today. But no troublemakers, please, and play nice. Also, remember, if you have any questions about your Net Capital account, please direct those to the
Snap
Net Capital
on any of your Magfast power bank
at hello@netcapital.com. And one last thing. Tomorrow, Thursday the 18th, is a very, very big day for us. So put it in your calendar. I don't want to give away any spoilers since there are still people that haven't seen the presentation, but the big thing that we announced happens tomorrow at this time, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And whether or not you really want to do the thing, please join us for our launch party live stream starting tomorrow at 12:45 Pacific, 3:45 Eastern. And don't worry, we will send you text and email reminders like usual. I believe we're the first in the world to do this, and you'll want to be there. We'll be streaming in the same place as today, live.magfast.com. For those of you who have seen the special event, you know what I'm talking about. If I could wink, I would. So let's just pretend I did. Okay, here we go. Time to roll the event that captivated thousands.
Welcome. Hello, I'm Seymour Signet. Welcome to Charging Ahead. I'm the founder and president. Welcome to our fall 2021 special event. Whoever you are, wherever you are, special welcome to all of our ProKit, our pre-order customers. If you're an investor or you're a future investor, welcome. Big news for you. If you're a customer, big news if you're an investor. Probably some somewhat concerning news for you today if you're a competitor. It's a big afternoon today. We're expecting over 20,000 people either with us here live at magfast.com or joining us streaming on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Welcome, LinkedIn. We're streaming there for the first time today. Joining us either live now or watching an Encore presentation. Enough to fill the Staples Center in Los Angeles without social distancing. So welcome to you, whoever you are, wherever you are. Oh, and before we start, I do just want to acknowledge that it is Veterans Day today. Of course, as always, thank you. I know just totally inadequate for what you've done for us all, but we do have a small token of our appreciation for you later in this presentation. All right, so why are we here today? We've got three big things for you. There's a lot to cover, so I'm going to keep it fast-paced, so you'll find this super interesting. If we run overtime, which those of you who know me well know is extremely unlikely, please relax. We will post a replay online and email you the link, trust me. Okay, so what have we got? We've got big updates, the latest on production and shipping. Got a lightning round of mini updates for our investors and customers as well. We've also got big prizes. As you know, we did a shameless bribe just to get you here today. Kate will be here to announce our 3 big prize winners later on. Please stick with us. It could be you. Nice pair of Bose noise cancelling headphones, the 700 model. Absolutely fantastic. Consumer Reports top rated. Second prize, a really nice smartphone, either the new iPhone 13 or a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G, I believe it's called. And the first prize, gorgeous OLED LG Consumer Reports, also Consumer Reports top-rated TV, 55-inch. Very, very nice indeed. But before we do the big prizes, we're going to do the big announcement. The main reason you're excited to be here today is something that literally thousands of you have specifically requested. And even if you weren't one of them, it's likely still going to be of serious interest to you. Plus, we have world premiere of a new mini movie we've made coming up, a bunch of special guests, fun for all the Magfast family. Before we do that, let's say a special hello and acknowledge our Magfast team here in North America and all around the world. Hi guys, you are looking now at the folks, the team working tirelessly week in and week out to make all of this happen. Here they are, customer care and production and creative, product development, hello product development, shipping and fulfillment, the epicenter of activity. Hello to marketing, the executive team as well. You guys, thank you so much. You're all absolutely amazing. Now, please, let's get back to work on shipping right away. But customer service, if you guys could just stay behind, please. Customer service, if you could just stay back for a second. Thank you very much. Bye, guys. See you soon. And you guys will all be staying, please, yes, online right now to answer folks' questions as and when they come in. If please be patient with these guys. The average response time of Magfast customer care, amazingly, is about twice as fast as the industry average. So we applaud you guys. Thank you. But at times like this, when we do a big event, it can get busy. So please be patient. I promise we will get back to everyone. So thank you, everyone in customer care. I love you guys. And Kate, if you could just stay back for just a second. Many of you watching know Kate.
Hi, everyone.
Kate is one of our senior customer care folks. And if you've not seen it, she's my amazing co-host. Most weeks, Kate, you and I do a full video update, right, for our customers, fans and investors called The Upgrade. And golly, how many is it we've done now? The Upgrade?
Well, I think, actually, does today count as an episode of The Upgrade?
I think today is our biggest Upgrade episode ever. So what is it, number?
Okay, then today is episode number 188.
188, and we're already in pre-production for 189, which is a special early edition, Tuesday of next week. And the reason it's early, we will reveal shortly. But we get such great feedback from The Upgrade, right, Kate?
Yes, amazing feedback. And I feel super, super excited about today's event. I think I know most of what's coming, and you're going to want to see every minute. Actually, aren't we going to premiere the new video you've been working on, Seymour?
Yeah, a couple of things, actually. But it's a big coming out party for a new film we've been working on for several months. I think you're in for a treat.
Yay! And I'll be back later for a special segment related to the big announcement and to give away some nice prizes, a bunch of gorgeous Magfast chargers and premium gear from Bose, Samsung, Apple, and LG.
Yeah, that beautiful LG TV. All right. Thank you, Katie. All right. We'll see you a little bit later. Thanks so much. Now, there is a lot to cover, and I want to make sure that you will stay focused while we do this. But just for a moment, you see chat below you. Now, I think I'm right. Is it that chat isn't available on all devices? It depends on your device and your browser and so on. So if you don't see it, my apologies. If you're watching a replay, you won't see chat. But if you do... let's open the chat up right now and just okay, here we go. Oh God, it's always crazy when we do this. Just if you can get in there, type in your first name, say hi, let us know where you're watching from, and okay, that's really crazy. Hi everyone, thank you so much for doing that. We'll just leave that on for just a minute so that folks can get in and say hello, and then turn it off, please, so that we can really get focused on the presentation. All right. So while folks are doing that, and one or two people are still coming into the room, let's just do a quick summary for the new folks of what is Magfast. Now, if you arrived even a minute early today, you will have seen this film playing during the countdown. It's called Magfast, A Day in the Life. We actually premiered it this time last year. And it kind of captures the spirit of what we're doing at Magfast, making a family of super premium chargers for every part of your life, for every part of your day. Now, people are still coming in. Let me give you a quick history of all of this. Back in 2013, spring of 2013, I invented this little guy. This is the first prototype ever of a new kind of charger. I found this in the basement the other day. It was actually, I found another charger and got a drill onto it. You can see it's all filled in the back here. This is a sticky label on the front just to illustrate how it was going to be. But I did hook it up inside and found it in the basement the other day. Still works absolutely beautifully all of these years later. So we took the idea of that, modeled it up, put it up on Indiegogo, the crowdfunding site Indiegogo, and wound up shipping 250,000 chargers to almost 70,000 people. Now, that old business had some challenges. It grew way too quickly, ran out of cash, which is often happens during times of extreme growth without a strong enough capital base. But with some very, very difficult lessons, I learned that there is a huge global market for chargers. I mean, like, it's a really, really big business opportunity. And when I polled the customers of the old company and asked them, do you think we should pick up and start again? 84% said to jump back in the saddle and start over. 16% said take a hike, but 84% said come back in and start over. So in 2017, we opened up with a test launch, a preview of this new vision of charging, called it Magfast, a family of premium chargers for all your devices, your smartphones, your tablets, your readers, designed to change charging for good. Because the problem with most chargers today is that they're kind of junky. It's hard to get the power in and then out again when you need it. And we believe that we've solved this problem in a really, really great way, as you're about to see. First, we showed the world Magfast Life, the power bank. You want to have this with you every day. It's got our patented Magfast magnetic system that lets you just snap to charge any two products together. It's a wonderful, wonderful life. Plus Magfast, I've got it here, Magfast Wall. This is the phenomenal upgrade to my original charger design, the one I just mentioned that shipped over 250,000 units, the one that started it all. So the Great Wall, it was always a really neat design all by itself, but now with Magfast Snap to Charge, like this, or this, with Magfast Snap to Charge on board, it becomes this great base station for charging all of your gear without any messy wires. It's just a fantastic base station. It's really the kind of heart and soul of the whole thing. Next, Magfast Air is a breath of fresh air, completely reimagines Qi wireless charging. So it's a charging stand. It's the only one of its kind that we know about. Look at this neat stand that just snaps onto the back. It stores neatly on the back magnetically like this, and comes off easily, snaps on like this, and allows you to charge 3 different ways. So you've got snap to charge right on top of Magfast Wall. Let me grab that for you here. Straight on top of Magfast Wall, right? And you can just place your phone right on top like that. Yeah. You can snap it directly onto any of our chargers, go right on the back like this, or with the stand like this. Beautiful. So you use a power bank to charge it like that. Or you can just take a cable and plug in any conventional cable, and it actually takes both. It takes the old micro cable, the one you've got lots of them lying around your house, or USB-C. So we love Magfast Air. There's Magfast Road as well, the perfect charger for your ride. Again, we haven't found anyone else doing anything like this. Crazy power for up to 6 people sharing a road trip like this. 3 USB-As, 3 USB-Cs, with the latest, the fast PD power delivery. And this beautiful flashlight, so you're always ready on the road for emergencies, small and large. And famously, we've taken charging to the extreme with Magfast Extreme. We believe this is the world's only charger with 1, 2, 3 Qi wireless charging ports. You just turn it on like that, place your phone right on top, and immediately it starts to charge. So charging for up to 3 phones simultaneously. Plus it's got conventional USB-A and C on this end, A and C on this end, and so much power that if you grab the special Magfast jumpers and plug them in, so much power, you can start your car. And we actually did a special edition of the Upgrade, which is our regular weekly update, or almost every week we do an update show called The Upgrade. You'll have seen us start a big Ford F-150 with a stone-cold dead battery. You'll have seen us charge it over 24 times with the Magfast Extreme power unit. That was with the stone cold battery connected. When we disconnected the battery, we were able to charge it. We were able to start it, I should say, over 70 times. So it's a truly extraordinary product. And of course, it has snap to charge, just like all of our others. If I was trying to put it on the wrong way around, actually accidentally demonstrated a feature there. If you try to put them on the wrong way around, the magnets repel, so you can't ever make a wrong connection. Put it the right way around, snaps on immediately like that. So Extreme is really, really serious stuff. Then there's Magfast Time, the best way to charge your Apple Watch. The time has come for Magfast Time. Isn't this thing gorgeous? MFI certified, which means it's certified by Apple to charge the Apple Watch. Again, we don't know anyone else in the world who's doing it with this precision servo motor platform. Isn't that amazing? We love Magfast. We love Magfast Time. So those are our 6 initial products. And there's this really amazing set of exclusive Magfast features. Many of them are patented or patent pending right the way across the range. All Magfast products have the snap to charge system that you just saw, powered by these precisely aligned micro magnets. And it's difficult to describe just how incredibly satisfying it is snapping them together. It's kind of childlike pleasure. It's really, really fantastic. You're going to love Magfast Snap to Charge. What else have we got across the range? Oh, many of you know and share my love affair with this guy, the mini cable, the Magfast mini cable. Just take a look at it there on the screen. You know, getting these curves right took hundreds of hours. It was more like sculpting a car than a cable. Mini cable is now design patent pending as a result, and we just there it goes. We just love the mini cable. Now, mini cable comes in 3 versions. On the left, the fantastic new universal USB-C. USB-C just rocks. For most new devices today, including now most of the Apple stuff, the iPhone is still a holdout. But USB-C is the industry standard now, and for years to come, it's standard right across the Magfast family range. Mini cable is also available in Apple Lightning, Apple MFI certified for iPhones and some older iPods and iPads and so on. And we also have, for your older devices, the mini cable is available in micro USB as well. And all Magfast USB connections are gold flash gold plated. I don't know if you can see it quite on the end here, but all of the USB connections are gold flash gold plated. And all of our products feature LED-licious. This is also patent pending. We just got fed up. I don't know about you, but I get fed up with these flashing LEDs all over the house on all these devices. I've got no idea what they mean. So again, we invested hundreds of hours developing this gorgeous intuitive display. It just ripples beautifully like this. You can easily tell which output from each of the chargers is charging. You can see them breathing. We love LED-licious so much, we actually made a whole film about it. I don't have time to play it for you now, but we're showing you a little bit on the screen as we do it. Isn't it incredible? It's just so beautiful. And by now, you've probably seen this on every product as well. It's called Magfast Fingerprint. Fingerprint comes with every Magfast product and gives you enhanced security and enhanced customer service. Fingerprint, it's another really great example of how we've just tried to go, way beyond the next level. You can scan any Magfast product and instantly get its authenticity confirmed. There's a lot of junk, a lot of counterfeit stuff out in the world and online. You're going to instantly know that you're holding genuine Magfast and not some knockoff in your hand. Plus, the scan gives you immediate access to instructions if you need them, to your warranty information. There's even a free lost and found service. If you leave your charger, for instance, in the coffee shop, someone else finds it, they can just scan it with their phone and get your product back to you. And even our packaging is world class. Look at this. See this? Isn't this amazing? And this we just particularly pleased with about it. Do you see this movement here? This is called piston action, and it really kind of tells you everything you need to know about precision packaging for precision products. And can we just run the animation, please? This whole packaging system is designed so that no matter what you order, it's delightfully packaged, delightfully wrapped every single time. Isn't this amazing? And then we're fed up with a world where everything gets thrown away, so we've made the boxes so delightful, you're going to want to keep them for years and put them to good use, we hope. Plus, we're planting a tree for every charger ordered, sometimes more. Many of our customers did a special. We planted 2 trees for every charger. To date, over 500,000. Yes, that's over 500,000 trees, and we're very proud of that. It's a start. That's more than 20 times the number in Central Park in New York City. So we're off to an amazing, amazing start. So we're thrilled with how not just these products, but the entire customer experience, the products, their performance, the features, how they feel in your hand, the gorgeous packaging, and the innovations like fingerprint and LED-licious. But the truth is the whole project has taken, just way, way too long. It's been much harder, much more complex, not just than I had anticipated, but than 3 serious, experienced manufacturing partners who took it on and had to admit defeat, because each of these features by itself seems simple enough, but packaging them all into such a small envelope has proven to be really tough. Plus, we've done this whole project on what, certainly for a project of this size, has been a shoestring, which means we've had very low leverage with suppliers. And plus, to tell the truth, we made some early missteps, and more recently COVID and now the global supply chain haven't helped at all. So the whole thing has taken much longer than expected, but I do think that it's proved our staying power. This thing could have been quicker if we were not uncompromising about every aspect of the product, the exact shape and feel of the form factor. The number of times the engineers wanted to move something over to make it easier to do, and we said, no, this is the way these products are. This is the design. This is why they're special. The performance, the functionality, the aesthetics of these products, the haptics. Haptics is the way they feel when you use them, the clunk as they join together like that, and the movement of the, for instance, of the cable. Does it go in beautifully and tap into place like that? Look, boop, into place like that. We really went all the way on all of these details. The durability of the products. We've insisted on getting all of this right, and on looking after you, our pre-order customers, while you've been waiting. We know that it's been a long wait. We've invested hugely in customer service. We've been uncompromising there, because the truth is, if we had shipped something, if we tried to give up and make less than we promised earlier, there wouldn't have been any point in the whole project. We always promised we were going to do something special, and that's what we have now done. And I think that's why you've rewarded our vision enthusiastically online. 4 stars at BBB, that's really hard to crack. 4.8 at Google Reviews, 4.7 at Trustpilot, on, I think, now over 4,700 reviews. So, big updates for you now on shipping, production, investors. I think you're going to be very pleased with some of the stuff I've got coming for you in just a few minutes. So let's jump in with a shipping update, or should I say, the shipping update. Shipping started in Q2. We squeaked it in with a couple of days to spare. And to be honest, the quantities are still extremely, extremely limited. We sent out the first order to the first customer from the first day. His name is Darren Long from Brentford, Ontario. He's a sneaky Canadian who, when we first opened up Magfast, somehow he managed to find a way in an order before anyone else, about 20 minutes before anyone anyone else. To this day, we still don't know how he did it. But thank you so much, Darren. He's been a fantastic supporter all the way along. And he was actually kind enough to record, I should say, a full episode of the upgrade for us. It's number 175. Please check it out if you haven't already. We're just so thrilled that our very first customer, the person who literally has waited longer for Magfast than anyone else, is so pleased and declared it worth the wait. We started with Darren, order number 1. Next, we went to Diane from Kalamazoo in Michigan, and Gerald from Caldwell, Idaho, and Eliza from Palm Coast in Florida, and so on down on the list. And the feedback on these first off the production line units has just been amazing. Do please watch Darren's extended interview when you have a moment. But since that very first trial production run, we've had to do some more work on the firmware. The firmware is the programming that controls all of the different inputs and outputs, which become very complicated, especially on something like Extreme and the LEDs. We did a special upgrade on this as well. Rex Northern, our special projects director, did a full update on this in upgrade number 184, where he went through all of this. I just want to say we have tried to, all the way along this journey, keep everybody up to date with what's going on, be transparent about it. Yeah, we've made mistakes along the way, but we're really proud of the fact that 9 out of 10 of our pre-order customers, thank you so much. You've chosen to stick with us, and you're just incredible. And if you're watching this and you're not thrilled to be a part of what we're doing, please get in touch and let's part as friends. So, as you've seen, manufacturing is well underway. The initial tranche of 15,000 units is ramping up now, and I can announce today that our build plan now commits to triple that initial volume to 45,000 units, commissioned by the end of this month. Now, let's be clear, it takes a little while to manufacture. The global shipping situation is all over the place. It's going to be still a while before we can get them into your hands. But we really do have the momentum there. And because of this, thousands of you watching right now have already received the details of your shipping batches. So it's been a long time, but we have the momentum now. And I thought it would be fun to show you many of the first people to get their hands on our chargers were kind enough to have a friend kind of hold a cell phone. We asked them to hold a cell phone as they opened it up. They sent us the clips. We've made a little film, and I'd love to roll it for you now.
Robin, it finally came. Magfast.
Let's check it out.
Oh my, the packaging is actually beautiful.
Super soft feeling, almost velvet box.
First off is the Extreme.
There's the bad boy right there.
Look at that. Looks beautiful.
I really feel like I'm opening up something of value.
1 port, 2 ports, 3 ports, all wireless. Sick.
So Extreme is all charged up and ready to go.
Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works.
And it's on, and there it goes.
Mine's charging, yours is charging, yours is charging. Ha! That's so cool.
Have 9 of your friends charge their phone all at the same time and even jumpstart your car.
The battery is dead. I'm going to attempt to charge this battery with the Magfast Extreme.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice not being tethered to wires.
You can take it in your car.
On trips.
Finally, a company got it right.
I could play with this all day.
I wouldn't change anything about this. I think it's about perfect.
Everybody should have this in their car.
This is a must-have for sure.
You charge all my devices so fast. Ooh.
All my devices. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that. And thank you so much to Amy, who you just saw just there, and everyone else who sent in a video that made that possible. All right. So that is your shipping update. So we're now ramping up production on, maybe the 3 best chargers in the world. The early feedback, as you've just seen, is phenomenal. I think now would be a good time to get a quick production update. Let's bring in our chief engineer and returning champion, Sean Herzinger. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Seymour. That was great.
Welcome back. It's great to see you. So you got some updates for us?
So after a lot of challenges, let me just give a quick review. So we developed our prototypes and then our tooling, got through certifications, started shipping, and now we are a go. We are ramping up production. So those early units that went out, we got some feedback from consumers, some edge cases, some small concerns. And so we're tweaking our firmware, and we are ramping up in the coming weeks.
It's really exciting. You've been doing this a long while, and you previously said that these are some of the most challenging products in your whole now 30-year career. Yeah. To some people, it's just like, it's just a charger with some LEDs and some magnets. How hard can it be? Why is it that these Magfast products kind of are so much tougher?
That's true. These are very sophisticated products. We're bringing together materials and technology and features that have not been combined before. We have wireless charging. We have magnets. We have very powerful batteries, jump starting capabilities, beautiful LEDs. And it's all brought together in this package that needs to be reliable and pass very stringent certifications. So it's been the most challenging project I've ever worked on, but also the most rewarding.
Yeah, and we've told people before there've been 3 partners we've worked with who've had to kind of give up the ghost, and we've finally got the right people in place, and still it's taken a while. All right, so Life, Extreme, and Air are ramping up. I remember from the old company and the old product, there was this period of wait, and then suddenly the floodgates open. Can you describe that kind of that manufacturing ramp up?
Right. Well, we've talked about it being like a freight train where it takes time to get up to speed, but once it does, it just barrels along. And so that just brings together so many different things, workers, skilled workers, components, different assemblies. We have our operating procedure for manufacturing the product that we tweak as we ramp up from dozens to hundreds to thousands of units. We learn more efficient ways to put the product together so that it's reliable and it really pleases our supporters.
Indeed, and of course that's the name of the game. To meet and exceed the original vision. It wouldn't have been possible without you, buddy. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. You're amazing.
Sure thing, Seymour. Thanks.
Sean, thank you so much. All right. Okay, bye. Sean Herzing of P3, ladies and gentlemen. You know who your friends are when the going gets tough. Sean and Damien, many of you. His colleague, many of you met a few weeks ago in another upgrade. They've never missed a beat throughout this whole thing. Just a kind of loyalty. You show a loyalty and commitment like no other team I've ever met. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And just talking to Sean just now, it reinforces for me that I'm so glad that all the way through we've made these choices for the long term, make truly better products, really invest in better design, build in real competitive advantages, real reasons for our team, our partners, and you, our customers and investors, to stick with Magfast for the long haul. All right, just quickly before the big announcement, I promised I would do a round of lightning updates. So let's go through them quickly for you first of all. First up, Hello Kit. As we just discussed, those first three products, Life, Extreme and Air, look, they make a stunning bundle together, and we're going to put them together and call it Hello Kit. As production ramps up, we're going to keep things very simple to begin with to maximize the speed of fulfillment. We're making equal quantities of all three of those products, packaging them up as Hello Kit, and we're going to ship our Pro Kit customers in the order they were received. A Pro Kit, which is a superset of Hello Kit. Hello Kit is a subset of Pro Kit, right? So our Pro Kit customers, we're going to send you Hello Kit first of all, and Road and Wall will follow a little bit later. Here, by the way, are the retail prices now that production is underway. If you pre-ordered, you can see you got a hell of a deal, Hello Kit is now priced at $348. Itself, that's a great deal. Essentially, it's like buying Life and Extreme and getting Air for free. And the great thing about Hello Kit for our investors is that this gives us way better margins. And because of this, we're going to allocate a proportion of the new production, a proportion of it, to fulfill new sales at these higher prices. That will help us with our margins, bring in more cash, and help us to accelerate fulfillment for everyone. So we're very excited about Hello Kit. Investors, you'll also be thrilled to hear that sales more than doubled between 2019 and 2020, despite the pandemic. You know, so many companies were just felled by the economic fallout. We're very proud of what we've been able to do, kind of keep powering through even as our hearts go out to the people who've lost their jobs and lost their companies, and to you personally, if you've been affected. Now, full disclosure on this: 2021 is actually going to come in between these numbers. We pulled back on advertising a number of times for a bunch of reasons, but a key amongst them was Apple's changes to their operating system mean that everybody has found it much harder to measure advertising performance. And so we're having to retool how we measure our ad flow, what's called our funnel. That work is just about done now. And together with a gorgeous new high-performance website and checkout, we're feeling very optimistic about 2022. Altogether so far, $13.7 million of pre-orders of the world's best chargers, and we are just getting started. And all those $13.7 million worth of chargers now have full patent protection. Look at this. A few months ago, came in from the United States Patent and Trademark Office, granted us this. It's US patent number 10,931,127. And take a look at this puppy. Let's just turn the camera on up above. Here it is. And we couldn't be more proud of this. This is a long document. It's available online if anyone wants to take a look at it. It's kind of funny to look at. Patents take such a long time to get that some these illustrations in here are they're still fine because it's a utility patent, but some of the illustrations put a smile on my face, and may from some of our very early supporters, because you can see hints of the designs as we thought they would be several years ago, before we got the really beautiful look that we've got today. But this utility patent is truly amazing. It's really big news. Utility patents are incredibly important. Patents in general are super important. That's why you always see the investors on TV shows like, Shark Tank, Dragon's Den, asking about patents. And getting this is huge for our value. It means that by law, only Magfast can ship a family of chargers like this in the US, where all these items snap together magnetically like this and to a wall charger. So we're really, really proud of it. Has a funny name. Patents always have funny names. This one's called Modular Charging System and Wall-Mounted Charging Device and Modular Power Devices, which is a crazy name, but it's an amazing patent. It's all part of what's called IP, intellectual property. We take it very seriously at Magfast. By now, you know our logo, like our products. It's powerful and understated, but you probably not paid much attention to this little guy, the registered mark. Magfast is now a registered trademark, and so together with that key patent, that means that both the idea of Magfast and the brand are protected here in the United States, and the Magfast brand, the trademark, has been awarded protection right the way across Europe, and we're pending, which means very close to being awarded in the UK and dozens of other territories worldwide. So this is very, very exciting indeed. We've also got a completely reimagined website. Let me just take you there really quickly. Just take a look at this. See the homepage, this gorgeous graphic. I love that. Let's just do that again. See? Beautiful pictures, beautiful graphics of the entire product range. It's really, really gorgeous. And we're working on a brand new store for the site, for North America and for other territories around the world. And early notice that as the world starts to travel again, we've got some amazing new products, stuff that only Magfast could do, only Magfast would dare to do. I'd love you to be amongst the first to see them. In fact, you want a sneak peek? Should we give them a sneak peek right now? There it is. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a tease, isn't it? Because we never give away our secrets in advance. But this actually is a close-up of one of the things that we're working on. I can't give it away now, but it is something totally unique, something totally Magfast. Really, really excited about it. And we're going to do a launch in spring 2022 once the shipping on the existing products is fully ramped up, and you'll be receiving your personal invitation to that soon. So this is truly a pivotal moment. Things are charging ahead. Manufacturing well underway for those first 3 products. The 3 others you're expecting, and the 4 you are not yet expecting are close behind them. We've got this rapid shipping ramp up that is imminent. The new website just went live. This key patent and trademark stuff that I just showed you, and a bunch of other really exciting investments in patents and trademarks underway, and these stunning new high margin products coming in spring 2022. Which brings us to today's big announcement. I've got goosebumps. I've been waiting the best part of a year to announce this. At least 2,000 or 3,000 of you watching now have specifically requested this. And as I say, if you haven't requested it, it's still likely going to be of serious interest for you. It's a big announcement. In fact, it's probably one of our most requested requests. As many of you know, or may have found out if you just joined us in the last few months, back last Thanksgiving, 2020, we offered the chance to go ahead and buy shares in Magfast for the first time. This was made possible all thanks to some new rules introduced a few years ago by the SEC, the Federal Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC severely limits these offerings. They have all kinds of rules surrounding them, very strict rules surrounding them. So we were completely sold out less than 3 hours after our official launch. The servers at the investment portal were completely overwhelmed, twice actually, and by the time the dust settled and our partners had everything back online, we were completely sold out. Now, it was a fantastic vote of confidence by the people who know us best, our pre-order customers and fans. Over 3,000 folks registered in advance to invest, but only 989 were actually able to get in on the day. So ever since then, we've had countless waves of inquiries. Please, may I invest in Magfast? So today, after a lot of work and a long process to meet the SEC's increasingly strict requirements, they get tougher and tougher as you invest more money. Today, we're thrilled to announce that yes, starting from 1 week from today, for a limited period, you may invest in Magfast. Yes, you may. Now, in a moment, I'm going to take you behind the business. You want to stay and see this in full. But first, we've had so many people who've been waiting so long and wanting to do this for the last year that let me just give you the top line on the key dates and the main stuff that you need to know right now if you are interested. First, as I mentioned, it starts 1 week from now, 1 week from today. It'll be Thursday, November the 18th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you've not done this before, this is like a kind of early public offering, a kind of EPO, a pre-IPO IPO, a special kind of offering, as I say, authorized by the SEC under new legislation. It's on an SEC-registered secure portal. The details of that in just a minute. Because it's the SEC, again, there's a strictly limited availability. And I must emphasize, this is not suitable for everyone. This is not for everyone, which is just as well because, again, there probably won't be room for everyone. It is critical, please, that you check out all of the materials. They're going to explain important stuff. Like other tech companies, we're taking losses in the early days. Like other tech companies, we're very cash hungry, especially with the supply chain uncertainties. It's one of the reasons we're doing this investment round, is to make sure that we have plenty of cash on hand to get through this challenging period and make sure that all the amazing stuff we've shown you is able to come to fruition. Another thing you're going to find, which is a sort of quirk of the pre-order industry, the old crowdfunding industry, the pre-order industry, is that revenue is only recognized in accounting terms when shipping takes place, and we're only just starting to ship, which means that even though we've had cash come in, the actual booked revenue has been tiny until recently, which makes early losses look higher than they really are, and then as shipping ramps up like this, they're going to look lower than they really are. That's just the way accounting works, but I wanted to mention it to you here for full transparency. So when you're looking at it, that'll help to kind of explain some of it. If you've got any questions, ask an accountant, because the rules are kind of strict, and we're just doing our best to kind of to abide by them all. So to say, critical that you check out all of that. There is a full 2-year audit that accompanies the offering. I'm just explaining that, full disclosure about that, because I cannot emphasize enough that you should only do this if this is right for you, only if this feels right to you. No one should invest their retirement. No one should skip rent. It must be money that you can truly afford. Truly afford to lose. No rushing into it. Take your time. It's one of the reasons it doesn't open for a whole week. You must please remember that investing in newer companies is always risky and not always rewarding. Yes, I'm really excited about the possibilities for Magfast, but that is not a guarantee of success, and you need to be careful, and you need to be prudent about this, and you need to read all of the materials. So, under the SEC rules, as I said, there's again a very limited availability. Now, we want to do our best to make this available to as many people as possible for whom this is a suitable an appropriate opportunity. We can't mess with the feds. Their rules are strictly enforced, but there are a couple of things that we can do, and you can help. The first is, as before, the minimum investment is $100. To be honest, I wish it could be $1 so that everybody could join in, but the economics of this kind of thing, the costs associated with each investment mean that it really doesn't make sense at less than $100. So minimum of $100. Again, we're asking, please, that initially the maximum you're going to invest at $5,000 on the first day so that we can fit in as many folks as possible. If there's room left after that and you'd love to invest more, then please knock yourself out. But on the first day, please no more than $5,000. And as always, not a penny more than is right for you, not a penny more than you could afford to lose. Even so, if everyone did 5K on the first day, there'd be room for less than 800 investors. In practice, the average will probably be less than that. We'll be able to get more folks in if the demand will be there. So, if this is right for you, we're going to help you get set up now, today, so that you're prepared on the day. Again, a reminder, that's November the 18th, Thursday, November the 18th. It's exactly a week from today if you're watching us live on the 11th, at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So here's what to do. First of all, I'm kind of repeating myself because it's so important. Pay careful attention now as we lay all of this out. It's really important you take your time over the next week and make an informed decision. If you think you might want to go ahead and do this, set up your investment account today. It's free. It takes only a minute or two to open. Kate will come back in a minute and show you how to set that up. We'll give you the link and everything. Because if you do want to do it, you want to be ready on the day. It doesn't cost anything, as I say, to do it, and there's zero commitment from doing it. It just means you're ready if you decide to go ahead and do this. And then we've got plenty of materials. This presentation forms part of it. We've got an investment packet coming, a formal offering document, a Q&A. So let me take you through the key dates. Tomorrow, Friday, the 12th of November, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, we'll email you the replay of this show plus the investor packet. So you've got the whole weekend to review all of that. On Tuesday the 16th, again, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do we're going to stream a special edition of the Upgrade, our regular update show. We're turning it over to a Q&A all about this investment offering. We're going to give you an email. You can send in your questions. I'll give that to you in just a minute. And then on Thursday the 18th, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, the offering formally opens and closes 1 week later on, which I think is actually Thanksgiving Day, isn't it? Thursday the 25th, also 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So everything's 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And for the next week, before things kick off, we're going to put up a special concierge page, which will host all of this, a replay of this event, the how-to videos, how to prepare, in case you want to invest, how the whole process works, plus downloadable documents, Q&As, all that sort of stuff. So you're well prepared if this is something that you want to do and is appropriate for you to do. And I showed you just there's going to be a Q&A on Tuesday. Any questions, zap them over to investors@magfast.com. Investors@magfast.com. We'll answer as many of them as we can in the Q&A broadcast on Tuesday. And all of the ones we can't get to there will be answered in written form in the coming days. Oh, yes. And one more fun thing. This is great. We're going to do a special gift for everyone who invests over $1,000 on the first day. There's a reason for this. There is a reason we do it like this. We want to be in the business of making charges, not fundraising. A lot of companies are hugely distracted by the fundraising process. We want to be focused on what we love to do. So it works so much better for everyone if we can fill up the investment round and go back to our work. So if you jump in on Thursday the 18th before midnight Pacific at $1,000 or more, we will give you this limited edition, personalized, numbered, laser engraved, newly patented Magfast Air. All right, look at this thing. So it's super simple. If after looking everything over, you decide that $1,000 or more is the right number for you, and you're comfortable that that's appropriate for you, then jump in on the first day we open, November the 18th, and we'll engrave you this special limited edition Magfast Air, numbered in the order that the investments are received on the day. Oh, and veterans who want to invest, $1,000 limit doesn't apply. You still need to be on the first day, but the $1,000 limit does not apply to you. A small token of our thanks. So veterans who invest any amount over the $100 minimum, we would love to welcome you in and give you one of these limited editions on the day. So $1,000 or more before midnight, November the 18th, before midnight Pacific on November the 18th, and we'll give you the gift of this gorgeous limited edition Magfast Air. All right, we're going to take a little commercial break now. And show the premiere of our new film. In a moment, you're going to meet the man who's made all of this possible. A couple of the things he's going to say may surprise you. Plus, we're going to go behind the business for those of you who've here for the first time or want to recap, explain a little bit about Magfast, our philosophy. If you're thinking of investing, you're going to understand more about how we think about the business, how we think about the markets that we're in. Plus, Kate will be here. Show you how to set up an account so that you're ready for next Thursday if this is something that you want to do. And she'll announce the winners of our $3,000 plus electronics prize draw. But first, so many great things going on. And with the 3 products finally in production, I told you about Hello Kit. We've got a short film, and I'd love to share it with you now. Now, this is great for folks who are new to Magfast, get you up to speed on the whole product range and why it's so special. And I think if you're an existing customer, an existing investor, just notice how good you feel watching this. Have you ever wondered why we all feel happy to spend almost anything for the latest smartphone, and then put up with a crummy old charger that's really only fit for the dollar store? At Magfast, we're changing charging for good with a beautiful new family of premium chargers that connect to all your devices and snap magically to charge each other. Look, let's face it, most chargers today allow they never last, there's messy wires all over the place, the power banks are fiddly to use, and if you forget to charge yours or you forget a cable, your charger is really just, well, a brick. New Magfast brand chargers are completely different. Individually, each is designed to be best in class. Together as a family, they're kind of game-changing. Look, they're magnetic and fast. They're Magfast, and it's really nice. Take Magfast Life, the perfect power bank for your pocket or purse. See, it's gorgeous. And it just feels so great in your hand, and has multiple easy ways to get power in and then out again when this is what you want. Get charge in from any wireless charger at home or out and about at places like Starbucks. To get power out, just place any modern phone right on top. Simple. Even faster, get power in and out with any of your old or new USB cables, including the new USB-Cs. Super fast because Magfast supports PD, the industry's latest fastest power delivery standard. And so you'll always have the right cable with you when you need it. We've crafted our curvaceous mini cables, which swap in seconds and snap back in place magnetically. Boop. Isn't that great? Mini cables are just one of a suite of game-changing features we're patenting, all exclusive to Magfast that we think you'll love right across our product range. Like LED-licious, a distinctive display of delightful LEDs that dance and breathe so you intuitively know what's charging. How fast and how much power you've got. And fingerprint, individual security on every unit. Simply scan for instant customer service, anti-counterfeit peace of mind, and even lost and found. And of course, Magfast snap to charge like this, and this, and this, and this. Together, it all makes premium Magfast brand the most connected and versatile family of chargers on the planet, with build quality that's so good you'll get an industry-leading 3-year warranty as standard. No other brand does all this. Take Magfast Extreme, the world's first power bank to wirelessly charge not one, not two, but three, yes, three smartphones at once, plus lots of wired and fast USB inputs and outputs, plus fingerprint, plus LED-licious, and Magfast snap to charge. And incredibly, when you choose to add these safety jumpers, Magfast Extreme is so powerful, it can jump start your car. And at least 24 of your neighbors on a single charge. No, really, we guarantee it. No other charger, no other family of chargers can touch these features. Take Magfast Air, our unique wireless charging stand, with a perfect 69-degree viewing angle to focus on your most important work. Snap any of our chargers right on the back and get a super stylish portable office, and it snaps on like this. Pop. Ideal in your kitchen or den. Plus, look at these. A powerhouse home charging hub that's wonderful on your wall. A charger that's so revolutionary on the road, it can power no fewer than 6 of you. Yes, 6 devices at the same time. And has this brilliant flashlight that's perfect for, emergencies. And the best way to charge Apple Watch, the world's favorite wearable. Apple MFI certified, this is the world's first with a smooth extending charging platform driven by a precision servo motor. Isn't this fantastic? And as part of our ultimate goal to build the world's greenest chargers, we're planting a tree for every charger you will order. Over 500,000 trees so far. That's 20 times the number in New York Central Park. Now, after years of development and with the support of tens of thousands of smartphone owners like you, we're launching our 3 most celebrated designs in one gorgeous new package. Say hello to Hello Kit. Magfast Life, the best charger for everyday life. Magfast Air, the best wireless charging stand. And Magfast Extreme, the world's best charger for, well, pretty much everything. Together at last, the essential collection of 3 of our most popular, ingenious designs. From Magfast, changing charging for good. So we're just thrilled with these first 3 products, even more so with folks' reactions to them that you saw a bit earlier on, and we just can't wait to get them in your hands. All right, well, inevitably, just checking the timing, we are running long. There's still a lot to get to. If you're not able to stay with us all the way through until Kate towards the end, please keep an eye on your email. We're going to get everything to you. I mentioned the concierge page, which is going to have a replay of this. So please stay with us if you can. If not, we're going to get everything to you. All right, have a special guest coming up in just a second. Before we do that, I just wanted to remind you of something kind of amazing for young businesses like Magfast that's really only become possible in the last few years. You know, time was really forever for the history of business that a new business with an idea that needed some money to get off the ground had to start with getting investment. Long before there was any proof that the idea would work. Then, having got the investment, go build whatever it was, whatever the product or service was. And then finally, take orders and see if they could sell the product or service. Now, this was very risky for investors because that very first early stage of investment was before discovering how viable it was to build the product. As you've heard, building Magfast has turned out to be much tougher than anybody expected, and also before knowing whether or not anybody would want to buy the product. You can do your research, but it's not until you actually put your offering in front of people that you know if anyone wants to buy. But there's a new model that has now become possible in the last few years, and it swaps things around. Taking advanced pre-orders and then equity crowdfunding everything gets flipped around. As I say, we've been able to prove that people want Magfast products. Millions of dollars in pre-sales and prove that they can indeed be made beautifully. Look, there are plenty of other challenges and risks ahead on the way. We've got to execute all the plans I'm telling you about. We're going to talk about some more of them in just a minute. And as I said before, this isn't a suitable investment for everyone, but we do know that people want this product, and we do know that they can be made beautifully, as you've already seen. All right, so this whole switch around is all possible thanks to the recent Securities and Exchange Commission's updated rules, and they've authorized only a handful of platforms to manage offerings like this. And I'd love you to meet the founder and CEO of the platform we love. It's called Net Capital. Jason Frischman is the founder and CEO, but before starting his mission to help small and medium businesses thrive, amazingly, he has a background in the life sciences. Among many other things, he's actually conducted research in medical oncology. That's cancer research. That's up there with brain surgeon and rocket scientist, as far as I'm concerned. Cancer research at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. Plus, he's an expert in cognitive neuroscience, truly a man of many parts. So is Jason there now? Is the microwave link is up? The satellite, no satellite van? We're just meeting him on Zoom. All right. Let's see. Jason, are you there?
Hey, Seymour. How you doing today?
Jason, I'm terrific. Thank you so much for joining us. It's just great to see you. We're honored to be back on your platform again, man.
We are honored to be working with you as well. You guys are great. You're excellent to work with, Seymour, Rex. Your entire team has just been a pleasure to work with during your first raise, getting rebooted for the second raise. We couldn't be more thrilled to be partnered with such a great company like you guys.
Well, that's very gracious of you. Look, I know I feel just fantastic about our decision to choose you guys the first time around, and again now. But for folks who are new to all of this, can you just do the sort of 20-second summary of, what's Net Capital about? Why Net Capital? Why have we made such a wise decision to be with you, Jason?
Well, look, Net Capital is all about making the private markets work for real people. It's about making it possible for people who otherwise couldn't invest in exciting, innovative companies like Magfast, be able to invest in those companies with a few clicks of a button on netcapital.com. So we're an enabler, we're a facilitator, we exist to facilitate investments between real people who love real products and real companies, and companies like Magfast who want to give that opportunity to the people who care the most about them. And Magfast has been a great example of the power of our platform, the amount of love and support that you have from your community. And we've been so thrilled to be able to enable and facilitate those investments from the people who want to own your equity the most.
Thank you. That's a good summary. So many of the folks watching today will remember our first outing with you. It's almost exactly a year ago. It was kind of an incredible, amazing experience on our end and for many of our customers. How did it feel for you guys?
Well, I remember it clearly because it was Thanksgiving Day, and so that was.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it was great. It was just such a phenomenal example of what we've set out to build at Net Capital, and it was challenging because at the time, Magfast and all companies were limited to raising $1.07 million under this new exemption. And there were too many people trying to invest at the same time, and there weren't enough tickets to sell to the investment offering, right? So, we're fortunate that now the regulators have voted to increase those limits. So there are more seats at the table, so to speak. It's possible that it could be a repeat of last year where there are too many people coming. And so it's really important to be timely if this is something that you're interested in, if that's and Net Capital is going to do the best and be ready for the Magfast offering when they're ready to go.
Terrific. So
and
that's
to serve
hello
people on a first come basis, but it's challenging when there are more people who want to purchase something than there are stock available.
Yep. Yeah. No. Immediately we did the last one. I promised everybody that we would come back when we could. It took a while for the SEC to change the rules. Then it turned out that under the rules, our category of company then needed to do a detailed audit. We've done all of that now. All of the paperwork is in place. Now, look, I know that you're not allowed to kind of recommend or endorse any of the offerings on your platform. You've already been very kind of gracious about us. But you have had a look at the products, right? We sent you Life and Air and Extreme recently. How did you like them? What did you think of the packaging? What were the first impressions?
Well, my first impression was the packaging was incredible. I actually have it right here. I keep this one, the Life, right on my desk next to me now, and it's really quite simple. I just click the on button and I put my phone on and it charges. Boom. And it's as simple as that. Yeah. My first impression was the packaging. I think the packaging is really sleek. I was very impressed. And it definitely gave me the feeling like I was holding a premium product in my hands. And then I've been using my Life so much, I ran it out of battery. And so I did the old, used my little my big Extreme here, and I snapped it on. Great. I did that last night to make sure it was fully charged, and it worked well. So look, I mean, it seems to get the job done. I like how light the Life is. I definitely think I see myself using the Life more so than the Extreme, though the Extreme is the type of thing where you might, want to keep it in your car or like bring on like a long trip. And you even include jumper cables with that one to jumpstart your car, which is something I was not expecting. So,
all right. I know you're super tight for time. We're really grateful to you for fitting us in. So offer opens on the 18th as before. We're recommending the folks go to Net Capital today and set up their account in advance. We're hoping to send a lot of people over to you, Jason. Are you ready for the onslaught?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yep. Very much so. And if you have any issues, feel free to reach out to us. Best way is usually by email. We have a whole team ready to help you get your account set up, get funds loaded in if that's something that you want to do, and be ready for the Magfast offering when they're ready to go.
Terrific. So that's hello@netcapital.com. Hello@netcapital.com. For any questions or any help to do with setting up your free account for investment, for funds transfer, anything to do with the process of investing itself. All right. Thank you so much, Jason. You guys are amazing.
Thanks, Seymour, for the kind words, and let's go make another success here.
Jason Frischman, CEO founder of Net Capital. Jason Frischman, CEO founder of Net Capital. They're an amazing partner, and we're thrilled to be partnering with Net Capital again for this new raise. All right, I promised you we would go behind the business. A little earlier on, I gave you one or two of the numbers. I mentioned we'd done $13.7 million in pre-orders, but let's dig a little bit deeper now. This is a number we're very proud of. Do you know what average order value is? It's exactly what it says, actually. It's the average value of a typical purchasing order. Most chargers out there are kind of cheap junk, and they're purchased one at a time. So we think the average order value of the industry is no more than $20, $30, $40. Magfast so far has an average order value of over $400. $400. Just think about that for a minute. Premium chargers, and people buy 4, 5, 6 of them at a time. Here's another thing we love to quote. When we did our original test launch, just dipping our toes in the water to see if you love what we're doing, we opened the doors after our very first presentation of Magfast and got over $600,000 in pre-orders in the first 12 hours. Just to put that in perspective, Apple, which has been the most valuable company on the planet for much of the last 10 years, just one at a time, reported only a bit more than that. The average order value of the industry is no more than 12 months after their founding. So it's not quite an apples to apples. $20, $30, $40. Magfast so far has an average order value of over $400. $400. Just think about that for a minute. Premium chargers, and people buy 4, 5, 6 of them at a time. Strategic advantages that we think that only Magfast has to take advantage of this, and I'm going to show you 1 or 2 things that we've done to get Magfast ready to scale. First, let's take a look at the markets we're in. Well, clearly wireless charging is one of the markets, and it is growing really, really fast. The compound annual growth rate, that's the CAGR, for the market for wireless chargers, expected to grow at almost 25% a year for the next half decade. Growth rates like that are very, very rare in business, and you want to jump on, as a businessman, one wants to jump on it whenever. So it's not quite an apples to apples comparison. And we, of course, have a long, long way to go and a lot of work to do. And I'm certainly not suggesting we're the next Apple, of course not. But it is kind of fun comparison. And I'm really proud of our team and what they did to get Magfast off the ground. The steady, solid work since then, since that day, building this foundation that's now ready to scale. So let's look at this. Let's look at this market. There's a multi-billion-dollar market out there that's growing like a weed. There's key strategic advantages that we think that only Magfast has to take advantage of this, and I'm going to show you 1 or 2 things that we've done to get Magfast ready to scale. First, let's take a look at the markets we're in. Well, clearly wireless charging is one of the markets, and it is growing really, really fast. The compound annual growth rate, that's the CAGR, for the market for wireless chargers, expected to grow at almost 25% a year for the next half decade. Growth rates like that are very, very rare in business, and you want to jump on, as a businessman, one wants to jump on it whenever whenever it's appropriate to do so. Here are the raw numbers. Analyst firm Market and Markets, they estimate 2021 is going to finish out around 4.5 billion wireless charging. 2026 will reach 13.4 billion. That's a nice big market, but we're not just in the wireless charger market. We have very strong offerings in USB wired charging, a nice big market, power banks, but we're not just in the wireless. Doesn't hurt that Apple and Samsung no longer include a charger with their phones. Plus, with Magfast Extreme, we're in the jump-starting, the car safety market, and a major new launch coming I've told you about in the spring of next year in a nice complementary market category. And this category alone, again, we'll tell you about it in the new year, but just this category alone is another $5 billion category. By some estimates, if you combine all the markets that we're in, they could total over $40 billion within a few years. That's a big market. It's bigger than the North American athletic shoes market, for instance, where Nike and the others play. It's almost as big as the worldwide box office. A market as big as the movies is worth playing in. And to maximize this opportunity, we're using one of the oldest business models around, a model that has come roaring back in the age, particularly of the mobile internet. It's called DTC, direct to consumer. In the last half decade, some of the most successful consumer electronics startups haven't started out selling in retail, but directly to customers. You may know Away, the luggage phenomenon. I was boarding a plane a couple of months ago, and I was walking down the aisle to my seat. All the lockers were open, and I swear it felt like almost every other suitcase in there was an Away carry-on. It's been a truly remarkable story. And of course, Warby Parker, the inimitable Warby Parker, just a few years old, also in the $1 billion club. And now, Magfast. Here's our website, the new website. We're thrilled with it. This direct-to-consumer strategy has a long list of big advantages. We have you, the end consumer, as our customer. We're not trying to please some retail buyer who may be out of touch and certainly won't give us the feedback in real time the way real customers will. We have full control of our brand experience. Very often in retail, you put something out there, you don't know which shelf you're on, whether the product becomes degraded. We get direct control of the experience that you have of our brand. We get all of the data. We get to know exactly the feedback on the products, but also how people are behaving on the website and so on, so that we can move with much greater agility, better control over inventory and cash flow. We get to deepen our relationships with our customers, and it's much easier to introduce innovations like fingerprint, which, if you think about it, every time someone scans, we get to deepen the relationship in all kinds of ways that would just never be possible by throwing things out into retail. So we're very pleased with the choice to go direct to consumer. And one of the results of this, because of this direct relationship, is the 4.7 that we have on Trustpilot, which is truly remarkable given the amount of time it's taken to get everything shipping. DTC, direct to consumer, is such an effective model that many traditional brands, here's Nike, are piling in and taking advantage of it and crushing the competition in the process. And in Nike's case, here is the competition. Now, when you just look at this slide for a second, do you notice something about this market? You recognize and could probably likely name all of the top brands in this market. Because like almost all mature markets, Athletics Shoes has a bunch of great brands that customers trust and that customers recognize. Here's the laptop market, same deal. Strong handful of trusted brands. Here's airlines. The same deal again. But can you name a charger brand? I've been involved with chargers for the best part of the last decade, and it's astonishing. Hardly anyone can name even one charger brand. Can you? Can you name a charger brand? If you can, I have to tell you, you're very unusual. You try it over the next few days. You ask your friends and family if they can name a charger brand. They're all using chargers every day. All of us are for all of these devices. But hardly anyone can actually name a charger brand. So we see a significant opportunity to create a strong, trusted brand. We think this opportunity is wide open. So here's what we think the market map looks like. It's kind of business school 101 chart from low end up to premium. In the middle, for years, of course, has been Belkin, highly respected, great products, but truthfully, an accessories brand, Belkin, right? Not one that you think of first, not one that you adore, not one that you trust to charge your precious new phone, your precious new smartphone. At the upper end of the market, you've got a bunch of smaller names. Now, even though you didn't remember them just now, you might recognize some of them. Huge respect for Anchor, doing an amazing job on Amazon, of course. But look, Duracell is in here. How they didn't become giant in this USB charging market is beyond me. It just goes to show how hard it actually is for large companies to move quickly. And then down at the low end, there's countless, endless names, very few of which you're likely to recognize. It's kind of numbing how many of them there are down there, and frankly, how little they have to offer. So what this all means is that consumers have little reason to repurchase from the same manufacturer because there's no compelling brand like Nike or Apple or JetBlue for them to be loyal to. So if we can build a premium brand, we have a strong position. But there is another way that really smart companies get consumers to stay loyal and keep coming back. And it's called the ecosystem strategy. Ecosystem strategy creates a world where everything, all the products just work together. And once consumers come into this world and they step inside, if you do a good job, they're going to love it. And it's going to be very hard for competitors to break in once customers have a strong emotional attachment. We're going to be shipping to folks an average of 4 or 5 chargers. They all work beautifully together. What is someone going to do when they need one more charger and they're thrilled with the ones that they've already got? It wouldn't make sense to go buy something else that doesn't work with them. So it's a subtle but extremely, extremely powerful move. Let me show you. Apple famously done this, built one of the greatest companies of all time by creating a gorgeous family of products, an ecosystem that all work together like magic. Customers stay with them, product after product, generation after generation. I should know, I'm one of them. And even in more prosaic markets like power tools, brands like DeWalt have figured out that if you buy one of their cordless tools, you're almost certain to stay with them for the rest because they all use the same battery system. And for decades, Lego has done this. Incredibly powerful. Every extra piece of Lego you buy makes the ones that you've got more powerful and an even better toy investment. So that's the powerful heart of Magfast's business plan, an ecosystem strategy, a family of gorgeous products that all work seamlessly together so well that it's a no-brainer for you to invest in our products over and over again and to share with all your friends. Oh, and by the way, if you notice your own desire right now, you notice the feeling of wanting all of the ProKit, all of our products, all of these products working together in your life, then you know that this premium strategy, this ecosystem strategy is already working, and you're not the only one, which is why we've sold so many millions of dollars in pre-orders. So, look, we think it turns out that the market map doesn't look like this, which is a pretty crowded feel, but rather we think it looks like this. Totally crowded in the standalone product segment, but seemingly wide open in the ecosystem segment. That's why Magfast is launching in the high margin premium end of the ecosystem segment of the market. We think it's a really smart strategy and we're off to a really, really great start. Oh, and there's another important aspect to our product strategy. Each of the products individually is designed to be best in class. So Life, the best charger for everyday life. Magfast Wall, the best charging hub, the best base station for your home or office. Magfast Air, the best wireless charging stand. Magfast Road, the best charger for your ride. Time, the best way to charge your Apple Watch. And Extreme, the best charger for just about everything on top of jump starting your car. So this means that whether consumers are shopping for the best charger for the home or the office or for power in car or any other category, our strategy is to have a best-in-class product to bring them in to our product family. So we get to compete not only in the upper right-hand corner alone, for now anyway, in the premium ecosystem quadrant, but also in the premium standalone quadrant. And We think this is very, very powerful. So as I mentioned, we've pre-sold 13.7 million of these unique chargers. But here's the thing. So far, we've only offered them at magfast.com. And until very recently, only with a very long presentation like this one, which is not for everyone. And we've only offered 6 products. Our competitors have dozens, hundreds even of products. So we think there's a bunch of scaling strategies we can use to take this thing to the next level. Normal shipping, international, new marketing, new products, corporate customization, and retail distribution. And I go through each one of those for you quickly. Now, first, normal shipping. Well, what exactly do I mean by that? You know, as I just said, so far we've only offered Magfast to people who are prepared to watch a really long presentation and then pre-order and wait for the stuff to arrive. And because of that, it's really only kind of amazing, crazy folks like you who are prepared to do all of this. And we think that that is a very tiny fraction of the market. The majority of people will only buy when the product is ready to ship. And so our first strategy for scaling is a bit of a duh. Manufacturing is ramping up now. We're going to be accelerating production with some of the funds from this investment round. And as the supply chain settles down, we're really going to be ready to rock. And we're going to offer a proportion of the early manufacturing for immediate shipping. There's much better margins, and it's really going to help us to get this thing moving. The second scaling strategy is international. International. Well, the problem with international for electronics, for electrical appliances and so on, is that there's a crazy number of international plugs and sockets. Now, the good news is that all Magfast products work anywhere in the world, with only one exception, Magfast Wall. HelloKit that you saw a little bit earlier on is fine just without Wall. It's immediately suitable to sell in every single country in the world. But Wall is an important part of the family, and so here's our strategy for that. Currently, we're making Magfast Wall in what's called Type B, which means mainly North America. In fact, if we expand the map, you can see there's only 1 or 2 other places that use Type B. So for international markets, we're designing a wall with a highly flexible square form factor. Internally, for each of these markets, it's identical regardless of the market. The tip mechanism is up here on the top. The high voltage circuits are the same for all markets. The circuit can handle anywhere from 110 to 240 volts, depending on the country. The low voltage area, the low voltage circuits are then the same everywhere. And LED-licious and the USBs down the bottom are the same everywhere. We just made it so that the outlet and the prongs on the back vary from region to region. So let's take a look at these. Wall Type G. All right, this doesn't look like much area on the map, but you've got the UK, Ireland, Hong Kong, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and many more. The Type G countries by themselves would be a very, very large market to address. Type F, 70 countries, including Germany, Italy, Australia, Greece, most of Europe, in fact. You get Russia and Indonesia. So, you know, Indonesia has twice the population of Russia all by itself. So the list goes on. Type F is big. Type E is very similar to F, with some very slight engineering changes. That adds France, Belgium, and a slew of other countries. And Type I gets you the whole of Australasia, New Zealand, China. China, the most populous country in the world. 1/5 of all humans live there. So you put all of those together and you've really covered pretty much all of the planet. You just add one more. It's called Type C, which is a slight variant of E and F. And we're set to pretty much cover the globe. So we're excited about international. And the beauty is we don't have to have all of those new versions of Wall shipping in order to offer HelloKit around the world. All right, next strategy is new marketing. To date, we've really only worked with Facebook and YouTube, just 2 advertising platforms, and we've managed to get this far so far. So if I'm honest, we've actually been overly reliant on them. So we want to diversify, and that will bring all kinds of new audiences to us. You just look on the screen now, look at all of the different brands and names that you recognize here. We're really excited about expanding our marketing to bring new markets and also lower the overall cost of customer acquisition. The next strategy is new products. As the world starts to travel again, we've got some amazing new products, stuff I mentioned this earlier that only Magfast could do, only Magfast would dare to do. We're going to have a big presentation in spring 2022. I'd love for you to be there and be one of the first to see them. And the new products we're working on
I gave you this sneak preview. The new products we're working on have even better margins, or significantly better margins than the ones we do right now. So we're excited about them from a business point of view, and as product people through and through, we're really excited about them from that point of view as well. Our next scaling strategy is corporate customization. Billions of dollars are spent each year on corporate gifts. And many of them are kind of cheap and chintzy, like a ballpoint pen with a logo on. But the premium gift market can be very lucrative. Large companies often spend a fortune giving gifts to their top employees and to the most valued customers. Now, we've already been approached by the world's top loyalty program company. They have clients like MasterCard, Visa, Diners, Cathay Pacific, the Intercontinental Hotels Group, and the list goes on. And we're also working closely with a veteran of the industry, someone we know through our network, who has clients like Hertz and like Red Bull. And so it's early days on this program, but individual orders for this, a single sale can be in the tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes even in the single-digit millions. So we're advised that Magfast products are so desirable and so unique that we can do really well with corporate customization. So we're really excited about ramping this up as we start shipping. And then later, only when we can get the relationships right, we will start to look at retail. Extreme care is needed here. Everyone dreams of being picked up by a big retailer, but their contracts and their payment terms can be brutal. So we're going to start out slowly here. Initially, we will just be on Amazon with us as the vendor. Amazon is the electronics market leader anyway, certainly in North America. And being there will allow us to maintain price parity with magfast.com with us as the vendor. And we're actually already quite deep into two extremely important programs with Amazon. I want to tell you about real quick. First of all is Amazon Brand Registry. Magfast brand is protected from use by anyone else in our trademark category on Amazon in the US, the UK, and soon in seven other major Amazon markets. Okay, so we have a really important piece of protection there. People won't be able to search for Magfast on Amazon and find anything other than real Amazon product. And transparency is another Amazon program. It's worth looking out for when you're buying things. It's an important new anti-counterfeit initiative. It works like this. Every Magfast unit is going to ship with an individually allocated, a unique scannable transparency code right on the box. Be there and be one of the first to see them. And the new products we're working on I gave you this sneak preview. The new products we're working on have even better margins, or significantly better margins than the ones we do right now. So we're excited about them from a business point of view, and as product people through and through, we're really excited about them from that point of view as well. Our next scaling strategy is corporate customization. Billions of dollars are spent each year on corporate gifts, and many of them are kind of cheap and chintzy, like a ballpoint pen with a logo on. But the premium gift market can be very lucrative. Large companies often spend a fortune giving gifts to their top employees and to the most valued customers. Now, we've already been approached by the world's top loyalty program company. They have clients like MasterCard, Visa, Diners, Cathay Pacific, the Intercontinental Hotels Group, and the list goes on. And we're also working closely with a veteran of the industry, someone we know through our network, who has clients like Hertz and like Red Bull. And so it's early days on this program, but individual orders for this, a single sale can be in the tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes even in the single-digit millions. So we're advised that Magfast products are so desirable and so unique that we can do really well with corporate customization. So we're really about ramping this up as we start shipping. And then later, only when we can get the relationships right, we will start to look at retail. Extreme care is needed here. Everyone dreams of being picked up by a big retailer, but their contracts and their payment terms can be brutal. So we're going to start out slowly here. Initially, we will just be on Amazon with us as the vendor. Amazon is the electronics market leader anyway, it's certainly in North America. And being there will allow us to maintain price parity with magfast.com with us as the vendor. And we're actually already quite deep into two extremely important programs with Amazon. I'm going to tell you about real quick. First of all is Amazon Brand Registry. Magfast brand is protected from use by anyone else in our trademark category on Amazon in the US, the UK, and soon in seven other major Amazon markets. Okay, so we have a really important piece of protection there. People won't be able to search for Magfast on Amazon and find anything other than real Amazon product. And transparency is another Amazon program. It's worth looking out for when you're buying things. It's an important new anti-counterfeit initiative. It works like this. Every Magfast unit is going to ship with an individually allocated, a unique scannable transparency code right on the box. It's an amazing program, this. If anyone tries to pass counterfeit Magfast product into inventory at Amazon or any of their partners, it's immediately not just rejected, but destroyed. It's a really major program. Forbes published a piece a while back about transparency under the headline, "A Counterfeiter's Worst Nightmare," and transparency is certainly that. So these Amazon programs, they're all part of our work to make sure that what's being created is properly protected with IP, intellectual property, the trademarks, the brand name, design patents, how things look, the design patents, the way things are when you see them. And this is all to make sure that Magfast LLC, the company that we're inviting you to invest in, has properly licensed exclusive use of this intellectual property. We take it very, very seriously, and it takes years to get the IP. It wouldn't be possible to participate in those Amazon programs if we didn't already have the IP, but it's taken a long time to get. I told you about the utility patent, the 10,931,127. In law, only Magfast can make a family of products like this where they all snap together magnetically. So this is huge. And we have other design patents underway. We already have one for Magfast Wall, which is great. We've had that for a few years. Magfast Air is now also protected, the design. A mini cable is very close. It's a patent pending at the moment. We expect that to come through very soon. In all, we have 7 patents pending and 5 trademarks pending at the moment. I showed you just now Magfast, the brand that's registered, as I say, in the US and 27 European countries. Brexit means that the UK is a few months behind. But the UK and dozens of other countries should be here very, very soon now. And we're thrilled to announce, this just came through, that the US Patent and Trademark Office has just allowed the trademark for fingerprint. So astonishingly, only we can use the name fingerprint to locate, manage, and use a tracked device for obtaining warranty support. It's a pretty great name, and we have the trademark. And you remember I told you that we're readying something extraordinary to launch in the spring? Well, we already have a fully registered and truly extraordinary, in my opinion anyway, truly extraordinary trademark brand name. A name, a word that is famous, synonymous with travel, and we can't wait to share that with you very, very soon. And getting ahead of this intellectual property stuff, it really matters. Just within the last few months, we have had violations of our IP pop up on RiteAid.com, on Kickstarter, on Shopify, and in all 3 cases, they immediately fell apart. They were immediately taken down because of the strength of our IP, because of the investment in our IP over the last few years. All right, let's just do a quick minute on manufacturing. The first thing to understand about manufacturing, especially if you've never been involved with it before, is that it is 100 times slower, 100 times more complicated than you could ever possibly imagine. Let me just give you one example. This is what we call tooling, or the mold, an injection mold. Let's just drop a Magfast Life in there for scale. These molds are stunning. They're huge. One like this, it's kind of the size of your dishwasher, weighs half as much as your car. And it takes incredible precision to make one of these molds, especially, the top tier molds that we need for Magfast premium quality products. Now, we've covered this quite a lot during the upgrade, during our weekly updates. Altogether, our tooling bill to get Magfast off the ground is going to be well over $200,000. Most of that money has already gone out, in fact, and they take forever to make as well. At least 3 months for the initial cut, and then typically you go back, especially for us when it has to be perfect, for further refinements after that. But the outcome of all of this is that you've got a mold that can then scale to make millions of units. This tool for Life, for instance, has a capacity of over 1 million units. So, close enough to $100 per unit. That's $100 million of retail value. So worth doing properly, worth not cutting corners. Okay, and just one more thing before we bring Kate back in. Just want to say a few words about customer care. I remember like yesterday, the first time I met Sanya, amazing lady who runs our customer care department. I knew that she was right for Magfast on that first day when I asked her a question, simple question, what do you think customer care is all about? And she paused for a second. She said, serotonin. It's all about doing the right thing so that people feel good. And that's what we've worked really, really hard to do in customer care. It's an amazing group of people. They're working tirelessly. Right now, things are going absolutely crazy for them. We'll bring Kate back in just a second. But under normal circumstances, half the industry average response times, and they're just kind of amazing. So we're very, very focused on having amazing people in customer care. We are finding that sometimes some of the questions are repetitive, and so we're going to lean very gently into the best kinds of automation. Sometimes it's great if you say to a chatbot, what's my order number, and it just comes back with the answer. That can be great. So we're taking a very cautious approach to automation. It's the right business choice, but only ever by maintaining the standard of care that everyone has come to expect. But we're hoping that the automation can handle some of the simple stuff, and then our team is able to focus on the more kind of complex and involved cases. And it's thanks to the folks in customer care, Sanya, Kate, the rest of the team, the serotonin strategy, if you like, that we've got results like this, the 4.7 at Trustpilot. That's why 9 out of 10 of our pre-order customers have chosen to stick with us, even as this thing has taken so much longer than expected. All right, is she there? Let's get Kate back into the room. Are you there, Kate?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Welcome back. How is it going in customer care right now?
Well, wonderful, but also super busy. Emails are flooding in already. We really, really appreciate everyone's patience, and we promise we'll get back to every single one of you. Just a reminder to please visit investors.magfast.com because most of your questions will probably be answered there.
Yeah, as we mentioned, we did this a similar thing kind of a year ago. We took all of the questions from a year ago, which covers probably over 99% of all the questions that are coming in. We've documented them. All of this is going to be published in the course of the next week. So we will get back to you, but you'll probably serve yourself better and allow us to serve other people better if you can just really carefully look over all of the materials we've prepared, right?
Of course, of course. And again, we really appreciate everyone's patience. Everyone, I think, knows that it'll take a little bit for us to get back to you. So, but thank you.
Yes, thank you indeed. All right. Now, Kate, we promised that you would come in and take us through how to set up a free net capital account, right? There's no obligation setting one of these things up. But you've been at the computer, and can you take us through a little guided tour right now, please?
Okay, so here is how you set up your net capital account. Just a couple of things before we start. First, this will be super quick and super easy. The whole thing will take 2 or 3 minutes tops. Second, you'll be setting up your investor account on NetCapital's SEC-approved secure investment site. None of your information is passed to us at this stage. They'll just give us the list of investors once everything's complete. So it's all super private, and we will set this up right away. Okay, so here is your first screen. It's nice and simple. You just enter your first name here, and then your last name. Exactly the way they appear on your driver's license or passport. And then you'll enter your email address here. Be sure to use an email address you can access right now because you'll be getting a code very soon. And then you'll enter your cell phone number here, your mobile number. You'll see that the country code is already preset to +1 for Canada and US. So just adjust this if you need to, if you have an overseas number. And then you'll click sign up right here. So then you'll pop over to your email. NetCapital will automatically send you an email to the address you just put in containing a 6-character confirmation code. So, and real quick, let me scroll up and show you the subject so you know what it says. It'll say confirm your email address. So just look for that. And if you don't see it right away, just check your spam folder or give it a second. So copy this right here. And then you're going to go over and put it right here, copy, paste, and then verify. And then you'll choose your password. Just make sure that you follow the password rules and choose a strong one. I think it needs to be at least 10 characters. So as you're putting in your number, you'll see that it turns green. And then you'll confirm your password here. So just repeat it. Okay. And then you check this box here, and then you click save. And then that's it. You'll see, if you go over to your email, you'll see another email with the subject line, welcome to NetCapital, and give it a second. I'll see mine's here right away. So that's just your welcome email. Very nice. And then, well, that's the first stage. All done. Woo. Okay. So now that you have your account, you're all signed up and everything. Let's complete the setup of your account. So there's just a couple more things that you'll need to do before you're ready to invest. The SEC investment regulations require that investment portals like NetCapital just check a few things, all for your protection, before you may invest in us. The questions are super simple, so let's just get them answered right away. So go up here in the top right corner and you'll click your first name, and then you'll click on settings. This first field will say contact information. Some of the fields you already filled out so this should all be correct, but check it all and edit it if necessary. There will only be about 6 bits of information you need to complete here. Now, I'm in the US, and there might be slight differences in other countries, but it's still all very easy. So you'll enter your address first, right here. Okay. I have a long address. New York, a zip code. All right. So, and then next you're going to enter your birthday. I'm not going to enter my real birthday because I don't want anyone to know how old I am. Okay. So next you'll put in your annual income. Just choose the right range from the drop-down options, and then you'll put in your net worth. Again, just choose the right range. And then next, you'll scroll down and click just confirm your citizenship, and then enter in your social security number. This isn't my real number, obviously. And again, just to be clear, we do not see this information at Magfast. The SEC requires NetCapital to check this with you. It's normal and it's a secure part of the process. You can ignore, click save. Yeah, click save right here. Okay, and then you'll scroll down and you can just ignore this second section, supporting documents. NetCapital will get in touch with you if they need any more information. And then you can change your password here if you want. I'm sure you've already picked a great password, but you can obviously change it at any time. And then you can set up two-factor here. We always recommend that you do that. It's very, very secure. It's a way to secure your account. And then, so that's concludes that part. And then we'll get into funding your account so you can invest. There's two main ways that you can do this. So just go up and click your name again here, and then click on payment methods. So the first and the best way to fund your investment accounts is by connecting your bank account. This will be the quickest and easiest way to make your investment on the actual day. So set this up right away. Under bank accounts, you'll just click add account here. And remember, this is all saved. They're using Plaid, which is the super encrypted system that banks use to connect. You may well have seen it before. So you'll click continue here, and then you'll just choose your bank. And then you'll be directed to log into your bank account. It'll be the usual stuff your bank needs to log you in securely. I have one that I set up already, so I'll just show you what it looks like. But like that. So once you do it, you might need to refresh your page, and then your bank account should pop up like this. And then that's how you set up your bank account. Next, second way you can add funds to your account is set up a credit card or debit card. Even if you plan to invest another way, it's a great idea to have a card on file just in case. There is a small fee for using a card, but it's definitely worth having it on file as a backup. So we're still under payment methods. So then you'll see credit and debit cards. You click add card here, and then you'll just add your card information, just like when you're online shopping. So here's what it looks like. And then you'll click save card. And I already have one added, so you'll see what it looks like, just like this. And this is important. So last time we had a bunch of people miss out because their bank or credit card provider did not recognize the charge, and they declined it, and we were sold out before they could get it fixed. So after adding your card, please call your bank or credit union, whoever, and let them know that you're planning to do an investment with Net Capital and to allow the transaction to go through, and then you should be all set. There's one more thing. So if you go to your dashboard, so if you go back up and click on your name and go to your dashboard or your home page, whatever, dashboard, you'll see this thing called wallet. You see wallet balance right here. It's a way some people keep funds on standby for when they want to invest. It's great, but the only problem is that when you put funds in there, it can take a while for them to become available. And last time, unfortunately, we had some folks miss out because the funds took too long to arrive. So this is why we mainly recommend setting up your bank account and card in advance. And that's it. You're all signed up and ready to invest.
Brilliant. And we'll have a copy. We'll snip that bit of the show out, and we'll have a copy of how to set up your Net Capital account. We'll put it on the concierge page along with everything else you need. We're going to email you tomorrow, right, Kate? We'll send out the email tomorrow afternoon, I think it is. Link to the concierge page, replay of this show, everything that you need. And then in the course of the week, we've got our question and answer session that's coming up on Tuesday. Right, it's a busy week. We're going to give you everything you need in time so you can make the right decision for you before the 18th of November. Right now, you should see a button appearing underneath the video. If you're with us during the live stream at magfast.com, if you're joining us if you're watching the replay, or you're out somewhere on the web, on the LinkedIn or the YouTube or someplace else, then magfast.com/setup. magfast.com/setup. It's a shortcut directly over to the Net Capital site. You just go straight to the sign up. Kate just showed you how to do the whole thing. It's free. There's no obligation whatsoever. It's just part of making sure that you're ready on the day if this is right for you. Again, please only invest in Magfast if this feels right to you. Okay? Nobody should use their pension. Nobody should skip rent, only if it feels right to you. And if you do need any help, we're setting up your account or loading funds. Just to repeat, hello@netcapital.com. Hello@netcapital.com, because they're the experts in the Net Capital platform, right, Kate? I mean, you guys are there to help, but if it's to do with the Net Capital platform, they can do. You'll get a faster response talking to them. Just to go over the key dates again. So tomorrow we're going to send you we're going to give you the concierge page with the replay. I just mentioned this with the replay and the packet. Tuesday the Q&A. We're going to stream the Q&A at 4 p.m. So send your questions that you want answered about the investment opportunity to investors@magfast.com, investors@magfast.com. And then Thursday, the 18th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes, we will remind you when the time comes. That's when the offering opens at Net Capital. One final reminder, investing of all kinds, particularly in startups, is always risky and it is not always rewarding. This is not suitable for everyone, but if it is right for you, we'd love to have you join us on this journey. All right, Kate, that's just about it, but there's one more thing to do. You've just pulled the names out of the electronic hat, right? If you joined us late, a reminder, shameless bribe to get folks to join us here today. Everyone who registered before midnight Sunday Pacific is in the draw. We have 3 prize winners. So let's bring them up now. Third prize, which is the Bose 700 noise-cancelling headphones of the kind that I recently left on a plane. That's an inside joke for regular viewers of The Upgrade. Who's our third place winner, Kate?
So our third place winner is Jeffrey with a G. And Jeffrey has a Gmail email address. Don't worry, Jeffrey, we won't say it on the air. And his phone number ends in 0523. So congratulations, Jeffrey.
Okay, so Gmail Jeffrey, whose phone number ends in
0523.
In 0523. Congratulations. These Bose noise cancelling headphones, absolutely fantastic. Consumer Reports, top rated. Brilliant. And Kate will be in touch with you to sort that out for you. Well done, Jeffrey. Second prize. Which I guess I should say what it is, shouldn't I? It's a really nice smartphone. Either Samsung, the Galaxy Fold, or the latest iPhone. And the winner is
Billy. Congratulations, Billy. Billy also has a Gmail address, and his phone number ends in 5736.
Okay, Billy, you know who you are. Gmail ending in 5736, was it?
Phone number, yeah. His phone number ends in 5736. And he has
in 5736. Kate will work with you and we'll get that off to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much to everybody, whether or not you're one of our winners. Thank you so much for registering and trusting us and being here today and staying through, because we have, as so often, run a little longer than intended. So if you're still with us now, thank you so much. And our first prize winner of the beautiful LG flat screen OLED television. I mentioned to folks watching The Upgrade the other day, we hadn't upgraded our own TV in our household in well over a decade, and we got the previous model about a year ago. The thing is absolutely fantastic. Who's won the 55-inch OLED LG TV, Kate?
That would be Carlos. Congratulations, Carlos. And, Carlos also has a Gmail email address. And Carlos, your phone number ends in 5362.
5362. Well done, Carlos. I promise you we were randomly selecting from everybody. We noticed when we look at all of the email addresses in the database, feels like 2/3 of them are Gmail. So it's not that surprising that we got three Gmails there. Well done, Carlos. Well done to all of our prize winners. Thank you so much to you for joining us today. You know, whether or not you choose to invest in Magfast, this whole enterprise wouldn't be possible if it weren't for the support of you and folks like you. We've had this incredible kind of groundswell of support for several years now. And as I think you probably have gathered if you're still here now, I'm really, really proud of the work that we have done. I'm not proud that it's taken so long, but I'm really proud of the work that we've done. Incredibly proud of the team. Kate, you get to meet most weeks, is just a sort of cornerstone of the whole thing now. Some of you met her dad the other week, testing Extreme with that crazy number of jump starts that we did. It's a very special place around here, and we'd love to have you join us on the journey, only if it feels right to you, only if it is right for you. So with that, Kate, I think it's time to say goodbye, isn't it?
Yes, and I just want to say thank you to everyone as well. I absolutely love working at Magfast, and all of you are a huge, huge reason why.
Thanks so much. We'll see you soon, and I hope you're able to join us on November the 18th. Thank you so much for being a part of Magfast and helping us change charging for good. Have you ever wondered why we all feel happy to spend almost anything for the latest smartphone and then put up with a crummy old charger that's really only fit for the dollar store? At Magfast, we're changing charging for good with a beautiful new family of premium chargers that connects to all your devices and snap magically to charge each other. Look, let's face it, most chargers today are lousy. They never last. There's messy wires all over the place. The power banks are fiddly to use. And if you forget to charge yours or you forget a cable, your charger is really just, well, a brick. New Magfast brand chargers are completely different. Individually, each is designed to be best in class. Together as a family, they're kind of game-changing. Look, they're magnetic and fast. They're Magfast, and it's really nice. Take Magfast Life, the perfect power bank for your pocket or purse. See, it's gorgeous, and it just feels so great in your hand, and has multiple easy ways to get power in and then out again when this is what you want. Get charge in from any wireless charger at home or out and about at places like Starbucks. To get power out, just place any modern phone right on top. Simple. Even faster, get power in and out with any of your old or new USB cables, including the new USB-Cs. Super fast because Magfast supports PD, the industry's latest, fastest power delivery standard. And so you'll always have the right cable with you when you need it. We've crafted our curvaceous mini cables, which swap in seconds and snap back in place magnetically. Boop. Isn't that great? Mini cables are just one of a suite of game-changing features we're patenting, all exclusive to Magfast, that we think you'll love right across our product range. Like LED-licious, a distinctive display of delightful LEDs that dance and breathe so you intuitively know what's charging, how fast, and how much power you've got. And fingerprint, individual security on every unit. Simply scan for instant customer service, anti-counterfeit peace of mind, and even lost and found. And of course, Magfast snap to charge like this, and this, and this, and this. Together, it all makes premium Magfast brand the most connected and versatile family of chargers on the planet, with build quality that's so good, you'll get an industry-leading 3-year warranty as standard. No other brand does all this. Take Magfast Extreme, the world's first power bank to wirelessly charge not one, not two, but 3. Yes, 3 smartphones at once, plus lots of wired and fast USB inputs and outputs, plus fingerprint, plus LED-licious, and Magfast snap to charge. And incredibly, when you choose to add these safety jumpers, Magfast Extreme is so powerful, it can jump start your car. And at least 24 of your neighbors on a single charge. No, really, we guarantee it. No other charger, no other family of chargers can touch these features. Take Magfast Air, our unique wireless charging stand, with a perfect 69-degree viewing angle to focus on your most important work. Snap any of our chargers right on the back and get a super stylish portable office. And it snaps on like this. Pop. Ideal in your kitchen or den. Plus, look at these. A powerhouse home charging hub that's wonderful on your wall. A charger that's so revolutionary on the road, it can power no fewer than 6 of you. Yes, 6 devices at the same time. And has this brilliant flashlight that's perfect for, emergencies. and the best way to charge Apple Watch, the world's favorite wearable. Apple MFI certified, this is the world's first with a smooth extending charging platform driven by a precision servo motor. Isn't this fantastic? And as part of our ultimate goal to build the world's greenest chargers, we're planting a tree for every charger you will order. Over 500,000 trees so far. That's 20 times the number in New York Central Park. Now, after years of development and with the support of tens of thousands of smartphone owners like you, we're launching our 3 most celebrated designs in one gorgeous new package. Say hello to Hello Kit. Magfast Life, the best charger for everyday life. Magfast Air, the best wireless charging stand. And Magfast Extreme, the world's best charger for, well, pretty much everything. Together at last, the essential collection of 3 of our most popular, ingenious designs. From Magfast, changing charging for good. Fiddly to use, and if you forget to charge yours or you forget a cable, your charger is really just, well, a brick. New Magfast brand chargers are completely different. Individually, each is designed to be best in class. Together as a family, they're kind of game-changing. Look, they're magnetic and fast. They're Magfast, and it's really nice. Take Magfast Life, the perfect power bank for your pocket or purse. See, it's gorgeous, and it just feels so great in your hand, and has multiple easy ways to get power in and then out again when this is what you want. Get charge in from any wireless charger at home or out and about at places like Starbucks. To get power out, just place any modern phone right on top. Simple. Even faster, get power in and out with any of your old or new USB cables, including the new USB-Cs. Super fast because Magfast supports PD, the industry's latest, fastest power delivery standard. And so you'll always have the right cable with you when you need it. We've crafted our curvaceous mini cables, which swap in seconds and snap back in place magnetically. Boop. Isn't that great? Mini cables are just one of a suite of game-changing features we're patenting, all exclusive to Magfast, that we think you'll love right across our product range. Like LED-licious, a distinctive display of delightful LEDs that dance and breathe so you intuitively know what's charging, how fast, and how much power you've got. And fingerprint, individual security on every unit. Simply scan for instant customer service, anti-counterfeit peace of mind, and even lost and found. And of course, Magfast snap to charge like this, and this, and this, and this. Together, it all makes premium Magfast brand the most connected and versatile family of chargers on the planet, with build quality that's so good, you'll get an industry-leading 3-year warranty as standard. No other brand does all this. Take Magfast Extreme, the world's first power bank to wirelessly charge not 1, not 2, but 3, yes, 3 smartphones at once, plus lots of wired and fast USB inputs and outputs, plus fingerprint, plus LED-licious, and Magfast snap to charge. And incredibly, when you choose to add these safety jumpers, Magfast Extreme is so powerful, it can jump-start your car. And at least 24 of your neighbors on a single charge. No, really, we guarantee it. No other charger, no other family of chargers can touch these features. Take Magfast Air, our unique wireless charging stand, with a perfect 69-degree viewing angle to focus on your most important work. Snap any of our chargers right on the back and get a super stylish portable office, and it snaps on like this. Pop. Ideal in your kitchen or den. Plus, look at these. A powerhouse home charging hub that's wonderful on your wall. A charger that's so revolutionary on the road, it can power no fewer than 6 of you. Yes, 6 devices at the same time, and has this brilliant flashlight that's perfect for, emergencies. And the best way to charge Apple Watch, the world's favorite wearable. Apple MFI certified, this is the world's first with a smooth extending charging platform driven by a precision servo motor. Isn't this fantastic? And as part of our ultimate goal to build the world's greenest chargers, we're planting a tree for every charger you will order. Over 500,000 trees so far. That's 20 times the number in New York Central Park. Now, after years of development and with the support of tens of thousands of smartphone owners like you, we're launching our 3 most celebrated designs in one gorgeous new package. Say hello to Hello Kit. Magfast Life, the best charger for everyday life. Magfast Air, the best wireless charging stand. And Magfast Extreme, the world's best charger for, pretty much everything. Together at last, the essential collection of 3 of our most popular, ingenious designs. From Magfast, changing charging for good.